Olá a todos, eu sou Alberto Dell'Isola.
This is world's fastest hypnotist, Sean Michael Andrews.
E estamos aqui em São Paulo, acabamos de encerrar o curso de Instant Hypnose com o Sean Michael. E o Sean Michael vai falar um pouco sobre a história dele para compartilhar com vocês no nosso canal de hipnose. E a primeira coisa que eu quero perguntar para ele é sobre a história dele envolvendo o Dave Elman. I'd like to know how you got involved with hypnosis and, more important, how you got involved with Dave Elman Institute.
Okay, well, I got involved in hypnosis through NLP. I studied NLP for many years and then followed that up to Ericksonian hypnosis. And then someone introduced me to the Dave Elman induction, and I got very interested in Elman's work. And I was giving a lecture one time, and I started searching the internet for some more information about Elman because all we had were the old stories that were told over and over again. And I found a fellow by the name of Larry Elman. And I thought, could that be a relative of Dave Elman's? So I did some more research and I found references to a retirement community and a guy named Elman that was repairing computers. And then I found a reference to an Air Force colonel who had retired recently and gotten married. And then I found a crafts shop in North Carolina with the name Elman. And it was just, so anyway, I tracked the man down. I found the telephone number and I called him and I said, "Are you related to Dave Elman?" And he said, "Yeah, that was my father." And I said, "Can I come down and interview you?" And he said, "Yeah, okay." So I drove 5 or 6 hours down to North Carolina and interviewed the son of Dave Elman. And he told me things about Elman and his work that nobody else knew. So I felt pretty special getting all this inside information. And his father had been very famous, but I don't think Colonel Elman knew just how popular his father was. And so I begged him to come to a major hypnosis convention in Massachusetts. And he came, and they were so happy to meet him and find out more about Dave Elman. And now he travels the world. He's taught in 16 countries on 4 continents. And he's back in the family business now because I found him, I tracked him down. So I took over his life.
Yes, you always joke that you ruined.
I ruined his life. He had a very successful career as an aviation lecturer. He's a published historian and a former missile officer. And he's written books on aviation. And he liked doing that. But now all he does is travel the world teaching hypnosis.
Yes, great. And another thing is that you became quite famous in the YouTube and the internet with the shocking inductions and the fast inductions. But how often do you really use those instant inductions in your clinical practice?
In my clinical practice, I don't use them very often. The induction that I use for most clients is the Dave Elman induction, which is a rapid induction. It takes about 3 or 4 minutes to do. But it's nice to have the instant inductions just in case that induction doesn't work. I use my instant inductions mostly for presentations when I'm giving speeches, a keynote speech, or when I'm talking at a convention or something like that. Then I use them to illustrate the power of hypnosis. And as you know, they get a lot of attention when you use them.
Yes, and something that my viewers always ask, and I always answer my way. Well, I guess most people have problems in the Dave Elman induction. When they have a challenge, it's usually with the numbers fading away. And would you give an advice? The way, if the numbers are not fading, what should you do? How could you make those they fade away?
Almost always you can get them to demonstrate the amnesia necessary to finish the Dave Elman induction. If you're worried about the person not losing the numbers, they get that vibe from you and they don't lose the numbers. So you should project confidence that you're going to get the amnesia, and that'll get it for you a lot. And then sometimes you can just be a little bit firmer with them and tell them, I can't do this for you, you have to let them go. And as long as you're firm with them and you stay with them, they should demonstrate the amnesia. I probably get the amnesia about 98% of the time when I do the Dave Ellman induction.
Perfect, 98%. And do you really think that after the number disappearing and fading away, all of those people are really somnambulic? They are really in the somnambulic state? There is a difference, any difference between Ellman's definition of somnambulism and other people? And is that rate of 20% that the old guy said real?
As you said, it's all in the definition of what Ellman called somnambulism and what Bernheim and Charcot and Libaud called somnambulism. What Charcot and Libaud and Bernheim called somnambulism is more profound somnambulism. When you take away the person's name or take away a number or something like that. And Ellman's somnambulism is just the ability to let the numbers disappear, go away, fade away for the time being. With the Dave Ellman induction, you get a good usable trance and you can begin therapy right away. That's fine. You don't need profound somnambulism to do hypnotherapy, because if you did, we would only be able to help 20% of the people who come to us.
Yeah, then you help much more than that.
Yes, everybody. I mean, I'm not a very good subject, but I can benefit from hypnosis, and I do benefit from hypnosis, but I don't go to a very deep trance, and that's okay.
And also, I was very glad because I received a coin, a special coin from Sean Michael Andrews for excellence. Sean Michael Andrews, world fastest hypnotist. And me, the official translator, Portuguese, English for Sean Michael Andrews, and present for life, as he says, although I make a lot of mistakes, he has given me this coin, and I thank a lot. Could you just give a little story about how you started giving this coin?
Well,
how the tradition started?
This is a U.S. military tradition, and every unit has a coin, and they use it to reward people for outstanding service. And you were responsible for bringing me to Brazil, and did outstanding translation work, and took such good care of me, and so I thought you were very deserving of this coin. And not too many people receive it, but you deserve it.
Thanks a lot. I deserve it. You can envy.
For outstanding modesty.
Yeah, for outstanding modesty. Thanks a lot. Great. And do you, just to finish, do you have an YouTube channel? And how often do you put those videos on? What people can expect from that channel?
Well, I traditionally have posted videos about once a week or once every 2 weeks on my channel. If they search for World's Fastest Hypnotist or for Sean Michael Andrews, they'll find my channel.
But they can find your channel here.
But having talked with you, I think I'm going to be posting videos much more often and on a much more regular schedule.
Yes, the people love getting those videos. And I like to think a lot about you coming to Brazil, giving this short interview. People in the channel can know better about you. And se você gostou, lembre-se, inscreva-se no nosso canal, curta, compartilhe e até a próxima. Sean,
okay.
do the thing. Ok, até a próxima. Obrigado por assistir a mais esse vídeo. Quer aprender mais sobre hipnose? Inscreva-se no nosso canal. Ou então, clique aqui e assista ao vídeo. Até a próxima.